In his book, To Sell is Human, Daniel H. Pink examines the changing nature of sales and persuasion in the modern world. He argues that in today's economy, we are all engaged in selling in some capacity, whether it's a business trying to make a sale, a nonprofit fundraising, or an individual trying to convince someone of their ideas. Pink begins by dispelling the negative stereotype of the used car salesman, the pushy, manipulative salesperson who is only interested in making a commission. He asserts that this type of salesperson is becoming increasingly rare, as the digital age has empowered consumers with more information and choice. Instead, he proposes a new vision of sales as a serving rather than a taking activity. The A, B, C's of sales. Pink outlines 3 key abilities that are essential for effective selling in the 21st century. Attunement, the ability to bring one's actions and outlook into harmony with other people and the context they're in. This involves skills like perspective taking, mimicry, and figuring out what motivates others. Buoyancy, the ability to stay afloat amidst rejection and setbacks, which are inevitable in any sales or persuasion situation. This requires optimism, resilience, and the ability to recover quickly. Clarity, the ability to make sense of murky situations and cut through information overload to help others see what really matters. This involves diagnostic skills, problem-solving, and the capacity to distill complex issues into simple, compelling ideas. The downsides of positivity. Pink acknowledges that the advice to stay positive is ubiquitous in the sales world. However, he argues that blind positivity and relentless cheerfulness can actually be counterproductive. Drawing on research, he shows that a more nuanced and balanced emotional approach is often more effective. For example, a study of call center employees found that those who expressed a mix of positive and negative emotions were more successful at making sales than those who were consistently upbeat. The negative emotions helped them connect with customers on a deeper level and address their concerns more directly. Similarly, Pink cites research showing that the most persuasive speakers and presenters use a combination of enthusiasm and skepticism. The enthusiasm engages the audience, while the skepticism demonstrates that the speaker has deeply considered the issue from multiple angles. The power of pitch. One key selling skill that Pink explores in depth is the art of pitching. He explains that in our current information-saturated world, the ability to make a compelling, succinct pitch is essential. Whether it's a salesperson trying to land a new client, an entrepreneur seeking funding, or a job seeker trying to stand out, the pitch has become a ubiquitous tool of persuasion. Drawing on research, Pink outlines several principles for crafting an effective pitch. Start with a clear, attention-grabbing opener that quickly establishes the key point. Use the Pixar pitch structure, which follows a formula of once upon a time, every day, one day, because of that, until finally. Incorporate vivid, memorable language and analogies to make the pitch more compelling. End with a clear, specific call to action that leaves the listener with a concrete next step. The art of improvisation. Another key selling skill that Pink highlights is the ability to improvise. In a world that is increasingly complex and unpredictable, rigid scripts and pre-planned pitches are often ineffective. Instead, he argues that the most successful persuaders are those who can think on their feet and adapt their approach in the moment. Drawing on research from the field of improvisational theater, Pink outlines several principles that can help sellers and persuaders become more adept improvisers. Be constantly attentive and responsive to the other person, rather than solely focused on your own agenda. Accept and build upon the other person's ideas, rather than rejecting or dismissing them. Avoid negative statements like, no, but, or however, which shut down the conversation. Instead, use positive, expansive language. Embrace mistakes and use them as springboards for new ideas, rather than getting flustered. Pink suggests that these improvisation skills are becoming increasingly valuable not just in sales, but in a wide range of professional contexts where the ability to think creatively and adapt on the fly is crucial. Solving problems versus solving problems. One of the key themes that Pink explores in the book is the shift from problem-solving to problem-finding. He explains that in the past, sales and persuasion were often focused on identifying a customer's or client's existing problem and then proposing a solution. However, in today's world, He argues that the most valuable persuaders are those who can help people discover problems they didn't even know they had. This involves skills like diagnostic thinking, asking insightful questions, and helping others see new possibilities. As an example, Pink cites the case of Takashi Natsuno, a Japanese mobile executive who helped create the wildly successful iMode service. Rather than simply building a mobile internet platform and trying to sell it to existing customers, Natsuno and his team spent time observing people's habits and desires. They then used those insights to create a service that addressed unmet needs the customers didn't even know they had. Pink suggests that this type of problem finding is becoming increasingly important not just in sales, but in a wide range of professional contexts where the ability to identify new opportunities and frame issues in novel ways is crucial. The age of atrocious abundance. Another key theme that Pink explores is the challenge of information overload and atrocious abundance in the modern world. He explains that in the digital age, we are bombarded with an endless stream of information, products, and choices. As a result, the ability to cut through the noise and provide clarity has become a highly valued skill. Pink cites research showing that when people are faced with too many options, they often become paralyzed and unable to make decisions. This is a problem not just for consumers, but for anyone trying to persuade or influence others. To address this challenge, Pink suggests that the most effective persuaders are those who can help others see what really matters, simplify complex issues, and provide a clear path forward. He points to the example of Steve Jobs, who was famous for his ability to take complicated technological concepts and distill them into simple, compelling stories. The power of purpose. One final key theme that Pink explores is the role of purpose and meaning in sales and persuasion. He argues that in the modern world, simply offering a product or service is no longer enough. Consumers and clients are increasingly looking for companies and individuals who can articulate a larger purpose and vision. Pink cites research showing that employees and customers are more motivated and loyal when they feel connected to a company's or individual's larger mission. He suggests that the most successful persuaders are those who can tap into this deeper sense of purpose and meaning. As an example, Pink points to the success of companies like Tom's Shoes, which has built a loyal following by connecting its product to a broader social mission of donating shoes to children in need. He suggests that this type of purpose-driven approach is becoming increasingly valuable not just in sales, but in a wide range of professional and personal contexts. Conclusion. In conclusion, To Sell is Human presents a compelling vision of the changing nature of sales and persuasion in the modern world. Pink argues that the traditional stereotype of the pushy, manipulative salesperson is becoming increasingly outdated, and that the most successful persuaders are those who can bring a more nuanced, empathetic, and purpose-driven approach to their work. Through a combination of research, examples, and practical advice, Pink outlines the key abilities of attunement, buoyancy, and clarity that are essential for effective selling and persuasion in the 21st century. He also explores the power of pitch, the art of improvisation, the shift from problem-solving to problem-finding, and the importance of purpose and meaning. Overall, To Sell is Human offers a thought-provoking and practical guide for anyone who is engaged in the art of persuasion, whether it's in a professional or personal context. By embracing a more human-centered, service-oriented approach to selling and influence, Pink suggests that we can all become more effective at navigating the complex and rapidly changing landscape of the modern world.